Well, guys, this is a video I knew that I would have to make at some point. I didn't think I would have to make it this early, though. This is my second trip, and my guest absolutely destroyed this car. Now, before I unpack this laundry list of everything that went wrong during this trip, go ahead and hit that like button. Helps the YouTube algorithm, puts my video out to a wider audience, and then to follow along with me and anything that I post, anything and everything, I guess. Make sure you subscribe. Well, let's get into it. All right, so just to start off, the first thing I noticed was back here on the wing. I don't know how well you can see it on here, but there is a nasty, let me change angles, nasty scuff here. It's pretty deep into the plastic on the wing here, and obviously that's from somebody pulling their luggage out. I'm assuming that's from maybe like a wheel and some luggage. It looks like it actually drug up across, and there's some other scuffs and scratches on here that weren't here before. Unfortunately, I didn't get good enough pictures of the wing in that spot, so nothing can really be done about that. But here's where it gets a little bit more interesting. I come around to my my target top, and I notice there is a chunk of, I don't know if this is actually fiberglass or carbon fiber. There's a chunk missing from where it was dropped. So that's an issue. And if you open the door and look, I don't know if you can see, but you can actually see like the scratches on the inside from where it was dropped. You can actually see some scratches here too. So there's that, but it gets better. So go to the other side here. And this side is even worse. It was dropped and chipped and got pieces flaking off of it. Just, I'm assuming from the guest not knowing how to remove and install. There's even some paint where it was scuffed there when it came off. But guys, it keeps getting better. When I picked the car up, there was like a slight smell of, and yeah, so I did clean the car out, but there were pieces. There were some green pieces, if you catch my drift, caught in here, in the seat, and then there were also, which I couldn't get everything out of there. I don't know how well you can see it, but I couldn't get all the pieces out of there. So the inside, if you look, you can see that well, the alignment of this is a little off, and it's from where this was forced into place. In fact, I don't know if you can really see that latch in there, but the latch isn't even tight, so that's a problem. So the guest picked up from one of our local airports, and he contacted me like the day before his trip was ending, and he wanted to know if he can actually return the car to another airport that's local, and I told him that was fine. He has to go in and do what's called a trip modification on the app. So I told him he needed to do that, and then never heard another word from him. And then 2 a.m. on the morning that he is supposed to return, because the car was supposed to be returned at 9:30 a.m. At the original return location, the original airport he picked the car up from. So he sent me a trip modification at 2 a.m. And mind you that these expire after a certain amount of time, so it expired at 7:30 a.m. I was not awake yet. I woke up actually around 8. But I was nice. I said, hey, just send me another one, another trip modification, and I'll go ahead and approve it. Well, that didn't happen. He delivered it to the other airport anyways, which is further, and I charge more to deliver it there. So I still ended up having to go get my car from there. So what I have here is I pulled up my tracker app, and basically I have a tracker on the car, just plugs into the OBD 2 port. And this was the trip that he took. Started at 1:22 a.m. to 1:57, and yeah, let me show you something here. All these little dots are either a rapid acceleration or harsh braking, and I have these set to the highest, like, well, I guess it would be like the lowest sensitivity possible, so they go off like barely ever unless you're really abusing the car. But check this out. 147 mile an hour max speed at like 2 in the morning. Holy cow. Like, I don't know what this guy was thinking. Like, you know, granted it's a sports car, I know people are going to drive fast, but 22 rapid acceleration events and 7 hard braking events. Definitely wasn't the most courteous with this ride. Almost every trip that he took, he went well over 100 miles an hour. So let me click this one here. 109. I'll go back a day. We'll go to this one here. 134. So yeah, you see what I mean. It's I mean, I get it. It's a sports car, but like, to drive it that fast everywhere you go, and to maintain a speed of well over 100 miles an hour through, I mean, rush hour. I mean, this was 6:30 to 7:30 almost. So like, it was kind of dumb. Definitely don't want anybody getting hurt. And I'm all for, you know, testing a car out and going fast, but there are places to do it, and these, I can assure you that these were not the places to do it. So the damage continues. Actually, the car, when I picked it up, had a really harsh vibration at like highway speeds. So that well, the car is due to get fixed. Actually, tomorrow it goes into the body shop. It's going to get that fixed, and it's also going to get some of the mechanical issues, like the vibration, which I'm sure it's not anything major, but I can definitely say that it was most likely caused by this guest misusing and abusing the car. So one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Here, let me jump in. I want to remove the top to show you guys something here. So I showed you how the top was damaged on the outside, but there's a little bit more to this that you guys got to see. Okay, so I just removed the top, and check this out. So this is where the back of the target top actually latches. So I lift up the seal here, and the headliner is ripped. But not only that, like, if you look in here, the fiberglass, like, on the body is like chipped away, and there's this like metal trim piece that was bent up, and I'm assuming that the guests couldn't figure out how to get the roof on, and so he just forced it. I mean, you can see like scratches along here. I mean, that's not really that big of a deal to me, but this is an issue. So yeah, it's got a good amount of damage for just its second trip. I didn't even notice this until just now. There's like a piece of that gone, but I don't know if that was from this guest or not, so obviously can't do anything about that. So the Corvette actually goes into the body shop tomorrow. It's going to get fixed, and we're going to see how much damage was actually caused, and we're going to figure out what that vibration is that just happened to appear. So make sure you guys follow me, comment about anything else you would like to see. If you want to see my process for how I rent this car out, I can definitely post a video on how that's done and how easy it is.